What's up Knights, Xantos here, and in today's video we are going to be diving into the new Abyssal Mist event that has dropped in Knighthood. I have been unbelievably excited to report on new content in-game, and lo and behold we have found it in the form of a new event. As you can see, we are doing a slowed down run of the level 55 portal in the footage behind me, just so we can better understand how we'll be managing our damage output on the field, enemies' health ratios, and essentially how to best tackle this new event. As a hunter main using 325% boost to hero powers, my heroes of choice were Istara and Delphinia. Both are phenomenal choices for their damage output against the Undead class, and with the bulk of Shalkex being Undead, the choice seemed natural. As you can see in the footage, anytime we need an enemy dealt with, a base power can often do the trick, and anytime we rage, the field takes heavy damage. Our weapon of choice is our mythic sword attuned to Undead, and with its cheeky ability to stun on ultimate attack with 100% accuracy, we're able to lock an enemy in place, if need be. I want to take a moment to appreciate the awesome design of this new event. Oftentimes when you think of new content in-game, your mind goes directly to new enemies or heroes that you can use. But the setting itself in Knighthood has always been very alive, and Abyssal Mist continues to create and expand on the immersive land of Knighthood. When first diving into the portals, I thoroughly enjoyed looking around the steampunk castle housing our new enemies, the Shalkex. It gave me a cool, sinister vibe and felt very fitting for the cultist and undead to be calling this place home. The enemies themselves have a cool new dodge mechanic that gives them a translucent look and makes it so that your knight is unable to make physical contact attacks, although heroes' rage and base powers are still able to take them out while in this form. Also, I was curious if you can build rage with your gauntlet even if you're not making contact with the enemy, and you can still indeed build rage this way if ever you find yourself in this situation. In our next bit here, I wanted to find the juiciest possible level 55 portal I could, and in all of my runs, this was the highest scoring. Along with this, I wanted to see if the combo would hold up in a 3x auto situation, and while we do take some damage, we never find ourselves in too difficult of a spot while running with this method. Sporting the new Abyss Diver look and the Abyss Explorer weapon skin, I hope you enjoy this high scoring portal run. The first members of the Abyssal Covenant came from a race named the Shalkex. In life, the Shalkex believed knowledge was the most noble pursuit of all, and many dedicated every waking moment to study. After making contact with the cosmic being Vegar, they were linked as a single mind to become the Abyssal Covenant. The Abyss now expand their knowledge and their ranks by invading other worlds and turning others into the same undead monsters they have become. Abyssal Zealots give their lives to further the Covenant's goals. Their Beyond the Veil power gives them fury, haste, and stealth, making them incredibly threatening if not dealt with quickly. Abyssal Warlocks channel cosmic magic to devastate their enemies. They can cast Shade of Shalkex to poison knights and give themselves stealth. Guilds gather their finest to battle the Shade of Vegar. This sliver of cosmic deity is a danger to any who look upon it, but it could be lured to the Guild Colosseum to keep the mainland safe. In this run here, we're using the Valiant Gauntlet for warrior speed with Krita alongside the 30% boost of Valiant Hero's rage powers. Krita is great on guild boss runs for the amazing rage gains and the quick expose that you can toss out with her base. Our hero of choice to rage with is Delphinia, and with our 445% hunter power build alongside the 30% boost of Valiant Hero's rage powers, Delphinia is able to put up numbers against this guild boss. Another huge factor that allows for big numbers against Vegar is Delphinia's full star perk that boosts the chance of her hero powers landing crits by 50% against undead enemies. One thing to consider while facing up against this boss is that it is indeed victim to the event guild boss health plague and has as low as 3500 health on its initial rounds. So if you're looking to maximize your damage potential, make sure you utilize these initial rounds for some rage pots and heavy overkill damage. Also, out of respect for my fellow guildmates, this was my only attempt at this boss on its first summon. I'm sure with a few more runs and calculations on this thing's health, I could have put up even higher numbers, but I was still really happy with this run and wanted to share it with you knights today. With Delphinia's full start perk being a 50% chance to crit, I'm super curious to see if I can get a run where I have every rage land as a big crit with her. That's something I'm going to be focusing on throughout the remainder of this event, so fingers crossed I can get that lucky run. Whittling down Veigar here on round 7, trying to get as much damage as we can before we launch the final rage. The boss is definitely resistant to Creed's Expose on round 7, but we try as much as we can. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that 35% damage boost with it, and it broke my heart to see too, but we didn't manage to get the final rage as a crit with Delth, but a great run nonetheless, putting up a nice 5.5 mil. Taking a look at Zaza here, she is a high-ranking leader of the Abyssal Covenant. Zaza is level-headed and calm. She possesses both great knowledge and experience in achieving the Covenant's goals. She believes that her more measured approach is of greater service to Veigar than Gelkar's indiscriminate brutality. Zaza retains some of her own will and uses it to coordinate the Covenant's forces. She wanders worlds for new members for the Covenant, willing or not. Her Shroud of Madness power gives her allies focus and stealth, and may also expose your knight. Hopping into the run here, we are using Istara alongside Gerber. The requirements for this roaming monster was to kill an enemy with an undead hero's base power, along with having a cult hero equipped. We are using the Maniacal Gauntlet again, just so that we can complete one of the task objectives. Here we have Zaza. Cool little intro there. Using a box on the left and a base power from Istara, we're able to take out the cultist on the left. A base power from Gerber takes out another enemy in the back row, punching to build rage. Now next turn, she's going to be able to launch her power at us, and we're going to have a little look here because we're using a level 1 weapon. You can see it exposes us and buffs up the people that she's with, but with a rage from Istara, we're pretty much able to clear the rest of the field. This freezes her as well, and with a base power, we're able to wrap things up nice and quickly, completing all objectives as well. Now, in our next bit here, we are going to be taking a look at the skins from the event. This is the Abyss Explorer that you can get from the event track. Pretty interesting skin there. Got a cool steampunk vibe. Along with that, we got the axe on that, and the paid for skin is the Abyss Diver. It's a very interesting skin. You can see the sword equipped with it as well. It's got a bit of an interesting look. Definitely different from Knighthood's norm, but there's that. Thank you very much, Knights. I really hope that you enjoyed tuning in today. We always appreciate the love and support on the channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying the Abyssal Mist event as much as I am. It's very nice to have some new content in game. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, guys, stay grinding. Hope that you guys are enjoying the Abyss Mist, Abyssal fuck.